Julia's reaction is all I say happy in love by Andrew Gowardo. So the link to the video will be the description below. Go and check them out. So let's into this reaction in 3, 2, 1.
Be more happier.
Yeah.
Is that even possible? I'm gonna show you how I've tried to stay more
so.
happy with myself and in life
I think you can be more happy. Yeah.
as well. Now, I think one of the first ways to find happiness in life and try to go through life with happiness is having purpose. Having a purpose to get out of bed. What's the thing in life that's keeping you going? What goal do you have set for yourself? What path do you want to go on? What feels right to your heart and that you want to achieve? This sum, that's either having a family, graduating college, getting promoted at that job, or trying to get fit, or try to be in the NFL or NBA, it's just, it all depends. And, it's that purpose, what that thing that gets you out of bed. Because if you have no purpose, if you have no motivation, nothing to get you out of bed, you're basically on survival mode. You are not really looking forward to what's coming in the day. You are just getting by, and it feels empty. Life can feel really empty if you have no purpose. And also that's where kind of like depression starts a bit, and feeling like miserable because you have nothing to strive yourself for, I felt like that way after high school, after finishing school, and feeling like I have nothing really to do after because I was purposeless. I've, had nothing to get out of bed for. So finding a purpose in life and finding that thing you want to achieve, that thing that you want, and going through the process of that will bring you more fulfillment, especially if it's something close to your heart as well. And just wanting to strive to be better as well is something that keeps me going now. And it's kind of basically how we're kind of like wired to just having a purpose and being able to go out and, like we did back in the day, like protect our families, go hunt for food, just survive, and discover new things. That was the basic purpose and back then. But now we're working, we have careers, we have comfortable living, and it's easy just to sit around and do nothing and just say, I'm just gonna chill, I'm gonna do nothing. And then there's people, good people in your life, either that be friends, family, love partners. And having people in your life, especially good people, positive people that you like to be around and motivate you, really does make you much happier. It makes you more disconnected, and just being able to share an experience with somebody and be able to either just connect with others, talk about things, talk about what's in your mind. And even for someone that's so introverted like me, I still find a lot of happiness in being around others. Even though I like being alone and I can find some fulfillment being alone, I do love to be around people, especially like the people I care about, like my family, friends, just all those people that I care about, and it just brings me joy. Another one would probably be experiences in doing something new, doing something challenging, doing something fun, like traveling. If you've ever been on vacation and you've gone somewhere and it's been pretty cool, and then you come back, it's kind of like, dang, this was a really good trip. Or it's like you come back and you're just like, oh man, how did I go back to this, That's everyone feels happy around that, everyone feels happy around, traveling and stuff. Even the same with like starting like a new job, or starting like, or going to school to new classes and stuff. Sure, that might be not as fun at the first, but when you get used to it and you enjoy the process of it, that might feel a little better. You might feel a little more happier. Not specifically, doing the job or going to the class, but specifically more, you're doing something different. You're doing something new. And you're experiencing something new, because we always want to discover new things. And I think discovering something new and trying something new, it makes us feel like we're progressing. It makes us feel like we're leveling up and trying to up our game of it. And that brings some fulfillment to you. It brings you some passion that you're able to accomplish more, that you're able to complete more tasks, you're more competent at doing more things. And that's where real passion comes from, being able just to do something and get it done. And even though you have no experience in it, but you get it done either way, is a form of just pleasure and like fulfillment and happiness and passion that you only experience when you do something new and completely different they've never tried, and it works out. And this can be a process. You might not
Yeah.
feel like that. This can be with anything. Something that everyone
Yeah.
kind of goes through, unless you're willing to
Yeah.
go through it.
Literally.
And probably the
Literally.
last
Yeah.
thing is probably like just knowing yourself,
Yeah.
being comfortable with yourself, and
Yeah. True.
accepting yourself, taking accountability.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, it's like being able to be comfortable with yourself, being able to just, say like, oh, hey, I messed up a bit, that's okay. Or being able to forgive yourself for something, or being able to treat yourself with some respect and go through life standing your ground and knowing who you are and accepting the changes that come into life as well. And also just being able to just feel confident in yourself, have a self-esteem in yourself, and be able to go into things, not be afraid to talk to others, be yourself, go out and just make mistakes as you want, be truly yourself, be authentic, and enjoy the things that feel like you. Be proud of the clothes you wear, be proud of the style you have, or the personality you have. Accept that. It's really hard to go through life if you just don't like yourself, because who wants to be around somebody that they don't like? And if that's yourself, then how are you going to feel happy with yourself if you can't really be around yourself? And that might be one of the most important things to do, is just to get to know yourself and just be comfortable with it. Be fulfilled and accept who you are. Because if you can't do that, then how are you going to feel happiness from all the other things, like the purpose, people, and experiences? Happiness is not something you can feel all the time. And that's an important thing to accept as well. Just knowing that happiness is just something that is temporary and not something that's constant. But if you're able to change the odds and be able to like manipulate like how you feel in life and the things and the habits in your life, then you're able to have a more happy life if you think about it. If you have a purpose, if you have good people around you, and you do challenges, experiences, things that are new to you, and that you're content with yourself, then it's very easy to find a happy life in those things, because you're doing things that are for you. And this is what works for me. This is what I've been doing for the last year or two, and just it's been a process of learning how to be a little more happier. All we can really do is just control what makes us happy. Try to be happy. But we can't force it. We can't force happiness in our lives, and it's something that we have to accept. That's my viewpoint of it. This is what helps me in my life right now. And this might change through the years and stuff, so. But that's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like. Subscribe if you want to see more from me. But that's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
We cannot force being happy. We can try to be happy. True that. That was all I say. Happy in love, but and we go water. The link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out and drop a like if you like, and comment below if you want to see more reaction like this one. And subscribe if you're new, and click the bell so you can be notified when I upload in my bye. Wow. Yeah, true. We can afford to be happy. We can try to be more happy.